In this video, I'm going to show you now how to add a domain, how to set up a domain email address. It'll just take us a minute to do. So what you're going to want to do is sign into Nexus. Just click on the sign in link here, and there'll be a link below this video again, so you can get your way here very easily. And so click on sign in. Once you do that, you'll be logged into your back office like I am right now. And the thing I want to show you is my top bar you're not going to be able to see, so my back office may look a little bit different because I'm blocking out my account ID and all that kind of stuff. But what I want to show you how to do is how to set up your domain email address. So what you're going to do is go to plans in this left hand side. When you come here, you should have your plan. Like I showed you in the last video, if you did happen to go with the store builder package or a different package, you may have something else showing back here for plans, or your back office may look a little bit different. But my WordPress Spark plan, I have a blog set up here. So I'm going to click on this. Then it's going to bring me to here. And what I'm going to do is go to this right here. I'm just going to click on this domain. And now it's going to bring me to this page right here. And what I'm going to do in the left-hand side is I'm going to click on email. So you should have a menu, something like this in the left-hand side now. I'm going to click on email. And once I do, it's going to load some email address boxes because I've already set up this one right here, which is support@easyasblogging.com. You may have one back here already by default called something like postmaster@yourdomainname.com. And if not, you should have a place to add a plus button right here to add email, because you can use any extension in front, and I don't recommend going with Postmaster if you have one already here for it. And if you just bought your web hosting, it may take a while for your site to fully render and have these options available. So if it's not right away and you have any issue where you don't see nothing here that says something's not configured or anything like that, you take and call this phone number down below here. You click on this phone and it'll pop up support, and you call the number. And somebody will answer you and walk you through any problem that you're having. But it does take a little bit sometimes for them to set up your fully hosted account and connect your domain name and everything. So if it's not back here right away, call that number or wait a little bit and then come back and log in. But you should have one showing up back here. And then to add one, like I always go with support, or I go with admin at my domain name. Or you can set them up for people if you have multiple people in your company or business. You could put their name there, like my name is Richard. It could be richard@yourbusiness.com if that's your domain name, and every person could have their own email alias, basically is what I'll call it. But usually I'm going with support at my domain name or admin, something of that effect, because it shows that this is where people can reach out to get help or they have any questions. But to add a domain email, all you do then is click on this plus sign and click on add email. And then up here, you just put in what you want this first part to be, like support at. You can see right here, it already has the at your domain name. So all you want to do is I can't put support here. I'm just going to put admin as another email. So I'm going to put the word admin in there, all lowercase. I'm going to click on add mailbox. And then it'll refresh itself. And you can see now I have a new email address that I can use in my email marketing and building a professional email business. I can use this email address, or I'd use support at mydomainname.com. And this is where I would use this domain name to register in one of the next steps when we show you how to connect up an autoresponder and stuff. So you want to write this down. Whatever email boxes you're choosing, you want to write it down. And then what you're going to see is on the right-hand side, 3 dots. So what you want to do is you click on this, and then you click on View Password. And a box is going to pop up and tell you You only have so many times that you can view that password by doing this, okay? And so make sure you write down this password because that's how you're going to read your emails, okay? So you grab that password, write it down. Always write down your logins and your username for any one of these boxes is the email address that so whatever one you're trying to log into to read email at, you always will go to the email address you set up at that you're trying to read it in, and it'll have its own individual password. This is so you can set up multiple email addresses. Like if you have more than one person in your business or company that is helping you in any way, they can have their own email address with their own password so that they log into their own email box. And again, if you're an affiliate marketer, you may just have one or two email addresses for yourself, and each one you would log into separately, and you would get your password by view password here, write it down, and you won't have to worry about, you can always regenerate if you lose it, but you want to write down your stuff, and then this full email address. So you take this and write down that whole thing. That's your username when logging in. So you can launch Webmail right here. This is where you'd go to read your emails if you had any replies to any of your emails as you're building your email list and stuff and conversing with people. You'd click on Launch Webmail and it'll open it up in another tab. And this is where you would plug in whatever box you're trying to go into. Like if I was trying to go into sport at easyasblogging.com, I'd copy that. I'd go over here or I'd type it in because I have it written down, and then I'd put in my password and I would click log in. And then that will bring you to your email inbox for your domain name. And it's set up just similar to any other email provider that you're used to using to read emails and reply and stuff like that. But I'm not going to log in here, otherwise I would have to risk showing you my password, or I'd have to white it out and stuff, and I don't need to show you that. Because it's just going to bring you to your inbox, and that's how you would go read your emails. And that's how simple it is to set up an email address so you can have a professional email address with your domain name, and that's how you log in to read your emails. Again, always make sure you write down your passwords in your back office of Nexus. When you first set up your account too, at the top, there's probably a place to see your password. You'll have your account ID, write down the email, everything in the top that you have, and a PIN number. Write it down so you always have it when you're logging in, or if you ever need support. This is where support is located, right down here. Very simple to do. You can add as many email addresses as you need. We usually add a couple for the different things we do with a particular website and domain name and email marketing. And we'll show you in the next step how to connect this with an autoresponder then, so that you can start generating leads. Other than that, my friends, we'll see you in the next video.